Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different of a video. I am going to share with you some updates that I'm going to be making to this channel. I realize that somebody making changes to their YouTube channel is not like super life altering for all of the viewers, but a lot of you guys have been around here for years. And so I kind of wanted to share some of the thoughts I've been having about this channel and some changes that I think I might be making. So I was going to write like an outline for this so I could keep my thoughts all organized, but I decided not to. I think I'm just going to kind of share from my heart. So please forgive me. I know this is not going to be like perfectly scripted. But I started this channel, I think it's been almost 8 or 9 years ago. It's either 8 years, almost 9, or 7 years, almost 8. But I think in December it will have been 9 years. And when I started this channel, I really did it because I was looking on YouTube for hand lettering channels, and I really couldn't find many that were like active or dedicated to hand lettering. And so I decided that I would make that channel. And so I don't think I really had in my mind that I would be doing this still almost a decade later, but it has been so fun. And I've done a few different things over the years, like some watercolor videos and different things, but for the most part I have really stuck to hand lettering, and that makes sense because it's in the name, right? How to hand letter. And so with that said, I have been thinking about making some changes. I still love hand lettering, and I still plan to share hand lettering and watercolor lettering and things like that. But I've never wanted this channel to feel overwhelming for people. And so when it comes to hand lettering, I think there are some best practices, and I think I've laid out the videos on my channel so that a beginner can jump in and feel like really confident pretty quickly. And I've tried to provide a lot of resources to help you do that, but I never want it to feel overwhelming, and I don't want it to feel like just like too much. I want it to be a fun hobby, right? And to be honest, hand lettering is not the only hobby that I enjoy, and I think that over the years, especially a few years ago on social media and on YouTube and different like platforms, it was a really big thing to have like a niche and stick to it. So it was kind of like you do this really specific thing and just that, and then your people will find you. And I mean, that is true. If you are doing something super specific, then when people are looking for that super specific thing, it's a little bit easier for them to find you sometimes because they know that your channel is full of that thing. And when they find your channel, it's just really helpful. And it's been kind of the recommendation for many years to have like a really specific niche and just stick to it and not really do anything else. And that's okay in theory, but also the people who are behind these channels are people, right? And 9 years later to still do nothing but hand lettering, that's not super realistic for me. I think that a lot of us who do different crafts and hobbies, we try something because we are a creative person, not necessarily because we only want to do that one thing. And making it so that it always has to be like a productive hobby sometimes does take a little bit of the fun out of it. And so I guess that's kind of where I'm at. I love to share the hand lettering projects that I'm doing and give you guys inspiration and tips along the way. But there are also a lot of other things that I would love to share with you guys. And I felt like I maybe shouldn't unless it very closely relates to hand lettering. And I don't mean like that I'm going to start sharing cooking videos or anything like that. But what I do mean is maybe, okay, sorry, my battery died, so I'm gonna try to pick up where I left off. But I think what I was saying is that I'm not planning to like completely revamp my channel and start sharing like cleaning videos or something, but I did think that maybe it would be fun to kind of share a little bit broader of topics here on this channel. So when I am doing things like making handmade paper for the first time, or something new that I'm planning on getting into, I guess not really new, but something I've not done in many years, is I want to start making scrapbooks. I used to scrapbook all the time, and then I went through the like KonMari decluttering phase and just didn't really feel like I needed stuff. But now all these years later, I have all these amazing memories that are like stuck in my phone, and I never print out the pictures. And so I decided that I'm gonna start scrapbooking. And so I thought maybe it would be fun to share some more of those things. So many of those things are things that I think if you are into hand lettering, you would also enjoy. You know, journaling, scrapbooking. I guess if I could like encompass all of the things that I either like to do or plan to share, it's like the cozy hobbies. I really love anything that is like cozy and warm and makes my house beautiful and is like meaningful and intentional. I don't like just a lot of stuff just to have stuff. I do like it to be meaningful and purposeful, but at the same time, I really like the cozy aspect of it. I mean, that even goes for puzzles and things like that. I think that my perspective too has changed a little bit on the value of this more recently. When my husband was diagnosed with cancer this spring, I immediately kind of had to stop watching shows that were like any bit intense, or I read a lot of historical fiction, and I had to take a couple months off of reading because anything that was like slightly intense, I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. I didn't want to be stressed out by a book I was reading. I didn't want to have any like mystery in a TV show because life was really intense. And so I didn't want to add to that. My nervous system just needed calm and relaxing and cozy, and I wasn't really jumping in to hobbies right away because we just had a lot going on. But when I did want to watch something, I found myself watching like relaxing painting videos on YouTube, and that was just kind of it. And in the months that followed, I have just really realized the benefit of having those like cozy hobbies and crafts that kind of help me to relax at the end of a long day. And I guess I've just started to see the benefit more than the end product. You know, a lot of times I am kind of a task-oriented person. I love to hand letter because I can make beautiful art, or I can make handmade cards, and a lot of the hobbies I like to do, you know, I love to garden because I love growing flowers and eating the vegetables and fruit that we grow. And so a lot of those things are kind of like task oriented. Like I'm doing the hobby, but I'm also getting something in return. But I guess my perspective has just changed a little bit, and I've started to kind of value the actual process of the hobby or craft or whatever it is that I'm doing, and not just be so focused on the end result. And so I wanted to share that with you, that you may see some videos more like that coming out in the future. And if there are specific things you'd want to see, I would love to hear it. But also another big change is going to be that I'm going to change the channel name. This has kind of been a long time coming. You guys might have noticed on Instagram and TikTok, I have just gone by Susie Grace Creative for a while now. And I thought with this change of sharing a more broad variety of topics within the creative niche still, I thought that it would just make sense to not have my channel name be called How to Hand Letter. I will definitely still include hand lettering and pen hauls and pen reviews and things like that, but I also will be sharing some other creative tutorials and crafts as well. And so I am going to go ahead and change the channel name. So when you see it pop up in your feed, that is still me. And honestly, I really think that you are going to like the content that I have coming up. If you have subscribed to this channel called How to Hand Letter, I think we can assume that you are somewhat of a creative person, or at least value and enjoy creative things. And so I think you'll be excited about the videos that I have planned. And so I hope you're excited about this. I hope that you will stick around. I understand if not, but I do hope you will, because I think you'll like the videos that I have coming and have planned. And also, if there are specific videos that you'd like to see, please let me know as well. I don't have a specific video schedule that I'm planning right now, but I do hope to go back to at least weekly videos. I used to always upload on Fridays, but I don't know if that's currently still a good upload schedule, but weekly videos is my goal. So like I said, I do hope you stick around, but also I wanted to say thank you for being here. Some of you guys have been here for almost 9 years, and that's amazing. And so this has been such a fun journey, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Thank you so much for supporting my channel by watching these videos, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I don't know how to turn my camera off. Can you tell that I don't do face-to-face videos very often because I can't find the off button of my camera?